Some feline behaviorists believe female cats form attachments in ways that are more selective, more deliberate, and sometimes harder to read. If you've ever wondered whether your cat actually loves you, the answer might depend on something as subtle as how she walks into a room, or when she chooses not to. In this video, we're breaking down what the research and real-life patterns reveal about how female cats express affection, and why it's probably not what you think. Now, every cat is a beautiful individual snowflake with their own personality, but there is research to suggest that, as a general rule of thumb, female cats are a lot more independent than male cats. Happier to do their own thing, they don't need the likes of us. This becomes especially true if they live in a house with multiple cats. With that in mind, it makes total sense that many female cats love to hang around with their pet parent, but do so without always demanding your attention. They often prefer to observe you from a close distance, choosing the perfect spot nearby to watch over you silently. Like that person at the party who's in the corner not mingling, but genuinely very happy to be there. There's more subtlety to it. They want to be near you, but on their terms. And that leads almost perfectly into our second topic. In a lot of videos on this channel, we've explored many different subgenres of the cat stare, that long, foreboding eye lock that has Medusa levels of intensity. But something we've not talked about until now is the unique spin on this that is female cat exclusive. Because pretty much all experts on our feline friends are convinced that not only do female cats watch us for longer stretches than boy cats, but they do so with less blinking. Researchers think this behavior is connected to the way female cats assess safety and social bonds. As the more territorial of the genders, more on that in a bit, female cats are more prone to ensuring their land is safe. Their land being the house, of course. They don't secretly have a kingdom or queendom elsewhere. What do we do to those we love? We protect them. And that's what your female cat is doing when she surveys all her land, ensuring no trouble is afoot. And if your home is her queendom to protect, that includes feeding her subjects, right? We all know that cats of all colours, breeds and genders love to drop presents at our feet, be it an unwanted old sock or even more unwanted dead mouse. It's a common way of expressing a general sense of, yeah, you're a good egg, that all cats adhere to. But there's an interesting gender-based quirk to this habit, something driven by their maternal instincts and social bonding. A quirk that is all the more common in a female cat who has raised kittens, as those nurturing instincts for their young now naturally carry over into their dynamic with you. Once a mother, always a mother. Female cats tend to be more deliberate and selective with their presents. Those gifts are not just random. They are a sign of respect, sharing and affection. Mother's care, after all. While a boy cat may bring you any old thing they find, like the cat version of buying cheap flowers from a gas station and assuming that's enough, a female cat may look at 2 dead mice and really consider which of the 2 they think you'd prefer. And that's not the only way being a mother impacts how they think and feel. Grooming their pet parent is something all cats can have a penchant for, but according to feline behaviorists, female cats groom in an entirely different and far more nurturing and loving way, though also in more of an I own you now way than boys. In a now classic study of 14 male and 11 female neutered cats, it was found that female cats groomed both males and females, while males only groomed females. The takeaway was actually that female cats are more socially inclusive as a direct result of those maternal instincts. These same instincts showed in other studies that female cats were a lot more likely to groom humans for bonding purposes than the boys. To offer an anecdotal perspective of this, we found a mountain of Reddit comments of pet parents reporting the same thing. One example being, our cats both lick for different reasons. Our female will give a few licks when she wants pets, our male will crawl into your lap, start grooming himself, then you, then himself again. And female cats also have a reputation of being more territorial than male cats. Given that licking is one of the ways a cat has to mark you as theirs, it makes total sense that the more territorial of the genders would want to claim you more readily. They're folding you into their land, as it were, lovingly, of course. Although, if you paid attention to our thumbnail, you'll know that licking isn't the only loving thing female cats do with their mouth. Unless you have specific interests, and hey, each to their own, biting is not a common way to express love in humans, unless you're expressing how much you love your food. But cats bite us, and yes, these are sometimes love bites. And cats of all genders do this. But this is where the territorial nature of female cats, especially unspayed ones, comes into play again. Because the more territorial a cat is, the more assertive they are, and that means they are a lot more likely to show their affection through dominating behaviors. And this is especially true if they're mothers. And what's more dominant than a good old-fashioned chomp? But your female cat doesn't even need to be awake to let you know that she loves you. That's how clever she is. Now, lots of cats will express their love for their humans by sleeping near them, curled up all cutely. But like many things on this list, when it's a female cat, it just hits different. If you have ever caught your female cat sleeping curled up close to you, especially with her body positioned protectively, that is a huge sign of love, because of the territorial factor we've been talking about. It means you've been totally accepted as not a threat to the territory. Now, boy cats might be a lot more willing to sleep with anyone and everywhere, like total obsessive snugglebugs. But female cats need to know you are safe and have fallen head over paws for you before they'll embrace you like that. As they are more territorial and strategic creatures than males, this directly affects where and how they sleep. According to Dr. Sharon Crowell-Davis in Feral Colonies, female cats are the core residents, while males are transient. So when a female cat sleeps curled near you, but in a position that gives her a clear view of the room, she's using that same instinct, keeping a strategic vantage point while staying close to her bonded human. Even spayed female cats often retain maternal vigilance behaviors. Sleeping near you, especially at your feet or torso, mirrors how mother cats sleep near kittens. Dr. John Bradshaw explains that female cats maintain many maternal behaviors even outside of motherhood because these instincts are hardwired. Grooming, guarding, and selective sleeping positions all carry over to human relationships. When she chooses a spot where she can both rest and guard you, it's her instinctive way of saying, "You're part of my family unit. I'll watch over you like I would my kittens." Of course, the big mystery that's hanging over this video is why are female cats so different? What gives? And wrapping one's head around this illuminates the most important sign that they love you of all. Now, a moment ago we talked about how female cats are more selective in the presents they bring, but they are also more selective about whom they love. Boy cats are much more likely to be frank, fall in love with anyone and everyone. But female cats might just lock in on one or two chosen humans, and that's it. Nobody else is up to their ever lofty standards. There are a few reasons for this. First up, evolution. Female cats evolved as primary caregivers. In wild or feral colonies, they form matrilineal groups, meaning females often stay with their mothers, daughters, and sisters while males disperse. Because raising kittens requires enormous energy and vigilance, females naturally developed a cautious, selective social approach. Our old pal Dr. John Bradshaw has explained in his work that female cats invest heavily in relationships that benefit them socially or emotionally. In contrast, males tend to spread their social energy more widely. Secondly, hormones. They control everything. Female hormones, even in spayed cats, influence their maternal and social behaviors. Thirdly, because there's the whole territorial thing we've been banging on about. If you were protective of your home, you wouldn't leave your door open to anyone, would you? And that's the logic a cat is coming from. But finally, it's because they just prefer relationships that mean something. According to Dr. Sharon Crowell-Davis, once a female cat bonds, she maintains long-term loyalty, but building that trust takes time. She needs to feel safe before opening up affectionately. So while male cats love more easily, females love more deeply. So, in a roundabout way, the most major way a female cat shows they love you is by caring about you at all. If a male cat shows any affection, you might need to decipher if he actually loves you, or if he is just, for want of a better phrase, a clingy little goblin who will cuddle anyone. But with a female cat, the fact that they bother with you at all means you're on the loved list, alongside snacks and catnip. No deciphering required. Now, in this video we talked about the difference between the way boy and girl cats sleep. But does your cat sleep too much? That might not be a gender thing. You might want to watch our video Why Your Cat Sleeps So Much. The answer might surprise you.